Go.
Welcome to Marketing TeleCenter. My name's Stan Jukowski, my co-host Sam Bradley. We're here today once again for our episode 6. Isn't that amazing, Sam? 6 episodes already.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're trucking right along.
And you can see our live traffic is coming in. If you're here live today, you can see it flooding in with our live traffic feed. Guests from all over the world are coming in to hear our broadcast this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It might even be in the evening time. We're just welcome everybody aboard. We're going to have a good show today. We're going to cover host division, autoresponder systems, and live broadcast. Every week we focus on one of those areas and expound on them and really get into the meat of what this system is all about. Today I'm going to be speaking on creating a hierarchy. And a hierarchy is a system in which people or things are placed in a series of levels with different importance of status. And I am getting just a little bit of an echo, Sam.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just adjust a little bit here to our feed with our audio, and then that way it won't record with a echo. But if you're taking notes today,
I'm afraid I can't adjust it now.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
All right. Well, we'll just proceed forward and go with the system today. But if you hear a little bit of an echo, then you'll get the teaching twice. But we will definitely do part of it today and then in the next section later on. So, but hierarchy, a system in which people or things are placed in a series of levels with different importance of status. Now, when you're looking at building a web page, you want to build a hierarchy. And it's the same way with any type of business that you do. You want to have a plan and a direction. And that's what hierarchy is all about. Any web page that you build must have a plan before you even begin. And how you set that up is really with a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. And you begin to draw out your plan for your website. There's no reason to get a domain name or even a host until you really have a plan of what you're going to put on that host. So today we want to encourage you to draw your plan out for your particular business and begin to write it down the way you would want to see it on your page. And from there, once you get that in place, then you can select your domain and then build your web page or blog. So many people just get a good idea and they want a domain name, but they don't have a plan, and they put their domain name out there. It's a great business name, it's a great plan, but nothing on their page. Now, if you want to do that, if you want to capture a particular presence with a name that you really like, and you have a .com, .info, or now tildes are real powerful platforms that they're using. You can also put that on the internet and park your page. And that's what we also have with our web hosting domain management system. You can go ahead and park a page with your name there and put coming soon. So that's important too. And we're excited today for everybody that's coming in to join the broadcast. And if you're maybe just coming in, we start right at noon. We get right into the meat of what we're talking about, and then we proceed forward so we can cover a lot of information quickly. And today we're going to be talking about creating a hierarchy. And again, I'll give you the definition of hierarchy: a system in which people or things are placed in a series of levels with different importance of status. That definition also can mean government. It can mean churches. It can mean a way of putting order into a corporation or a business. And those are placements of things or people in their right positions to make the successful business that you have. as we know, one man can't do it all, or one woman can't do it all. We're a team, and that's what Host Division is really all about. You know, we started years ago, e-marketing connections, e-connect mailer. We also bought out the Great Alpha mailer, and that's when we really, Sam and I, learned together about the autoresponder system and business. And it's so powerful to realize when you begin to build your downline, what happens. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about autoresponders as well today and downlines, and we're going to mention that word again, spaghetti marketing. We're not spaghetti marketers. We don't just throw up a bunch of slop on the wall with loading up leads and trying to catch what we can. We build relationships, and through relationship building comes strong business and strong connections. And that's where we've always had that theme, Sam and I and Becky, my wife, in the very beginnings back in the 90s, marketing connections. We connect markets electronically. And so out of that came Host Division. And Host Division is a powerful platform for people to come in and put a blog up or a full-blown web page. And we've got plenty of space on our Host Division platform that you can get going right away today. We've got a free test drive for the new year. We don't charge anybody anything to put their blog up. As a matter of fact, a lot of the smaller ministries that do not have the funds, we've been able to finance them through our scholarship program, where they can come in and put a blog up and begin to just experience what it is to have an online presence. Because today, if you don't have an online presence, no matter if you're a brick and mortar business or you're an internet marketer, you'll be lost in the sea of the internet business, really, in the World Wide Web. So we emphasize brand your corporation, your business, and also brand your name. And, you know, if you're taking notes, again, we're not going to go over to the pages that I've built, but, you know, I marketed for Cityplex Digital Press, lived in Tulsa 3 years, have started churches, non-for-profit organizations. We had 5 laundromats. Of course, we made lots of money in that, sold those out, ran and operated 3 different restaurants, had a photo engraving business, a print business. Also, we leased billboards. And I was encouraged with Deborah's testimony yesterday when she kicked off the new year to get us thinking about a plan. Where are we going? Where are we headed? And we've been successful. I thank God for those businesses. But I'm a startup person, and I'm encouraged with the internet because it's so powerful and vast that it's unlimited how you can reach people and help people really find their niche on the internet. What do they do best? Where are they headed in life? What can they do to contribute, not just to make themselves feel better, we're not talking about that, but to fulfill the destiny that's placed on their lives. I know, for instance, I'm called a preacher. Number one, the Lord's called me to preach the word, but I'm also a marketer, and I have the ability to write. I've written several books, and I'm an encourager. I like to see people find their niche and their place to where they can be successful, and that's what a team is all about, and that's what the Lord is really doing with us with Host Division and also the Live Marketing TeleCenter Studio, where people can come in and broadcast and share their vision, and we can host that vision for them. And all of our people that host with us, there are good people. And what I meant by that is we don't put any junk on our server. We don't want anything there that's negative or have bad things on there or speak just politics and things like that. That's not what it's about. We're here to offer a place for positive thinking, positive affirmation, gratitude, as Deborah taught on, the ability to have gratitude, appreciation. And Sam here, I'm so glad you're with us today. Every Friday you've been faithful to be here. This is episode 6. And just tell us a little bit about your heart, Sam, today before we get into more of the hierarchy and just the steps of how to host a vision, how to get an autoresponder system, and how to be placed with a live broadcast that they're seeing right now?
Well, it's very informative. I mean, I've been thinking about how things have been progressing here lately, and it seems to be like that we're every day we're progressing a little bit further along, and we're reaching a point to where we've no longer searching for opportunities to do uh, other than what we're doing here, uh, and so it's just remarkable to me that we're able to have this broadcast and able to project out to the whole world uh, through the internet. That it's just amazing to me. I'm just speechless almost, and so it'd behoove anybody to partake and become a part of us, one-on-one marketing, and so we just urge you to sign up and find out more information.
Yeah, and so with that thought, I want you to think about your domain name and what your passion is, and what you feel is your contribution to the world today. And think about that. Do some meditation. Write some different names down on a piece of paper that you are sensing that could come across to the world. Now, I have stanjakowski.com, so you know that right off the bat, you need to market your name. Then also your business. So it's not going to hurt to, right from the beginning, as you're meditating on what you really want to do, get a blog going. Begin to write about your story, where you're coming from, so people can get to know you. And again, referring to the different pages I've mentioned, I have an about page. That was the first thing I wrote when I began to write the hierarchy, was about Stan Jakowski. I know that's hard for you sometimes to do that as an individual, but you've got to step out of yourself and write it from third person. And if you don't know what third person means, that means write it to begin with from another position, like a godlike position, and looking down, and be objective about your life and tell about your story. Now, I also have two different resumes that I put together. One resume for my life and ministry, and another resume for my life and business. And I have worked hours to put these together, and this is an example. I put it out on Monster, and just recently I had a call from a company in California to do tech work in Champaign-Urbana to move a particular company. I'm not going to use the name, but the company you all would know. It's a search engine company, from one of their older facilities to a brand new facility in the research park in Champaign-Urbana. Now, that was a temp job, but that temp job drew attraction because of the resume that I posted on Monster. And so I was paid $18 an hour for 3 days of work. So I'm just giving you an example. That's a recent thing of marketing yourself and telling your story through a resume. And later on, through these classes, I'm going to show you samples of my resume that I'll go ahead and post on stanjakowski.com so you can see it. There's tons of different ways to do your resume, but that's a way to begin to lay out a plan, not only just for yourself, but for others to see what you have expertise in. And then from that, you can begin to write about page. You can do one or the other. I suggest really begin about you, even if it's 2 or 3 paragraphs long, so people know who you are. And then, of course, when you get into other areas, like in the ministry page I have a mission statement. I have an itinerary where it shows all the different places I preached last year and those that will be coming up this year. I also have an audio page that has some of my messages on there that are audio only, no video. And then also now these episodes that we're doing, which I mentioned before, this is episode 6, but these will also be made available so people can see me face to face. And of course, what we do here, we encourage when you get your live feed set up to have a backdrop like Sam has, and I've got the bookcase in the back so they can see, and we're centered in so they can kind of see the atmosphere of where you're at. But that'll come a little later on in the program when we talk about the live feed. I want to get back to Host a Vision and getting you started on your web page today. So you've got your About page, and then you're going to do your itinerary if you're a speaker or traveler. You're going to have a mission statement or vision. Those are two separate things. Your vision's separate than a mission. When we started Grace of Life Church and built the church, I pastored and pioneered it. We had a daycare center with over 70-some kids in it. Our vision and mission statement for Grace of Life Child Care Center was different than the vision of the church. And so that's another whole lesson that we need to talk about. What's your vision and what's your mission statement? That needs to be put on your page as well. And these are just a few things: audio, video, a blogging area where you can put different things that are on your mind daily. If you look on my page, I've got a live Twitter that comes in, so it feeds right away. When I preach on Sunday mornings, I always tell the topic, or the sermon topic, so it feeds right to the Twitter and it goes right out. It's a powerful tool. We can show you how to do that. And also our live traffic feed. That this is a free component. That'll go right onto the page. It's no problem. It's a widget that'll go right onto your WordPress blog, so you can see who's coming in and who's coming out on your page. So these are just a few features that you need to get going. And you can do this with a WordPress blog. You can make your WordPress blog custom designed and a powerful presence on the internet. So what are we talking about? You want to think about branding your name. You want to think about getting some type of name for your business, if you know what your business is, you see. And then from there, being able to build a hierarchy and build the page as you go. Now, we can, help you, obviously, with your domain, because we have a domain business. Number 2, we can help you with Host a Vision, where you can host that, because we also own Host a Vision. And then the live broadcast right here today. And what you're seeing is an extra component that is also HTML, but is powerful, because you can record right here and then upload these on YouTube and watch them over and over again and link them to your web page. It's powerful, isn't it, Sam? Tell them about what this is. Really, you're the master behind this. You've helped Deborah, you've helped me, you've helped several now internet marketers get their presence known over the internet. So talk a little bit about what's going on here today and how this works technically.
Well, you summed it up very well. All you have to do is just copy and paste a code in a good space, like a front page of your blog or your website, that you have control over the content, and bam, there you are. You're broadcasting. You can book an appointment with us, and we'll set up an interview or a solo broadcast. You can broadcast your message and get traffic like we're getting today too. I can turn the traffic on during your broadcast, and we do it by appointment. So we do urge you to set up an appointment. You can go down to my image, my picture, my image on the bottom right, and click on that, and it won't blow you off the page, and it'll show you where to contact me, and also to set up an appointment to do a broadcast or a solo broadcast or an interview. And so it's a powerful way to get the message across, and it'll be coming from your website. And then you could expound about what's on your website during the broadcast, and invite people to click on such and such link. It's on your website. And we can also teach you how people can click on those links that's on your website and not be blown away from the broadcast, which is a very easy technique to do that. And it's very important that be done so the people won't be blown away. They can still hear your continuous voice keep talking about your opportunities. So we do urge you. The code is free. It's just right below here on this page. You just copy and paste it. As simple as it can be. If you got control of your content. So Stan, I don't see why anybody wouldn't copy and paste, at least copy and paste the code onto their website, because we do broadcast motivational speakers once in a while. And Deborah Barton is a very good motivational speaker too. Deborah, I know you can hear me, and I do appreciate and grateful that you are with us and doing your on Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Deborah Burden will be live, and hello, and she'll be live, and she always talks about how to build your confidence and how to be grateful, and how important it is to be grateful and be confident in what you're doing when you're broadcasting on the internet. So listen to her at 1 o'clock Eastern time. You can come here at marketingtelecenter.com and you can see her live as well. And so we do urge you to copy and paste this code just below here. Real easy to do onto your website. Thank you, Stan.
Yeah, that's good, Sam. That's powerful. And you know, I was thinking, just absorbing it, because you learn something every time we do the broadcast about really affirming the powerful technology that's set before us and available to us. You know, could you imagine just a few years ago if you would try to do a television program like we're doing right now? It would be cost prohibitive, and still is to this day. But everything is merging now from the internet to TV, to where the way we do business and even our entertainment is changing, because now we can talk to one another live as though we're talking to a television screen. But it takes a while for people to put their questions in the chat room, or realize when they come up on camera that they don't have to be perfect or everything just exactly the way we see it in Hollywood. We're not trying to portray that. We're trying to allow people to feel relaxed and not put on a show. We're here to help people interact, to start their online businesses, to progress into their passions, and to host their vision. And if you've just come in the room, we welcome other guests that are coming in and out. We're excited about what's happening today. You tuned in to the Marketing TeleCenter here, right with Sam Bradley and myself, Stan Jakowski. We're live, but once again, if you're watching us later on, obviously it's recorded. So we have the power of not just only being live, but people that couldn't make it at the noon hour, they can pick it up and listen to it later. And I've had people say, man, I'm glad I went back and listened to it, because sometimes you talk so fast I can't get everything written down. So that's the power even in recording. But I do want to say the message today, the teaching is on hierarchy, creating a hierarchy. The definition of hierarchy: a system in which people or things are placed in a series of levels with different importance of status. Let that sink in. Order. To be successful, there has to be order. To be successful, you have to have a plan, a business plan. To be successful, you have to do it. People will help you once they see the vision as it's progressing. But even when we've done our big crusades all around the country, the Jesus marches we've done, it always has begun with one pastor and myself. And then when we pulled the team together, as we did in Opelika, Florida, then we had Broward County and Dade County police escort us into Opelika under the big top tent, you see, and hundreds of people swarmed in. But you know, it started with a vision. It started with a plan. and many planning meetings. We just didn't receive all that press and on television and so forth what happened until there was a vision and then there was a plan. So we want to host your vision. We want you to get a plan. We want you to write it down, and I talked about that earlier, and if you listen to the recording, you'll find out about the About page and the mission statement and your audio and video that can eventually go on your page, and immediately your blogging that needs to take place today, even if it's 1 or 2 or 3 words, your live Twitter feed that you can have on your page, the live traffic feed if you want it, the installed live video feed that you're seeing right now, and an autoresponder system you can't beat. You know, you need a list. You need people that you communicate through email. And so an autoresponder does what? An autoresponder sends a message out and repeats over and over and over again to your clients or to your team and your people. You know, this is good that we can have these sessions where we're live, but also email is a powerful way to communicate to your staff, to your team, to your clients. And I mentioned the word spaghetti marketing. We're not here to suggest that you load leads and jam leads in and just throw up a bunch of leads out there on the side of the wall, and then whatever drops off you pick up on the bottom, and that's your client base. No, we believe on one-on-one marketing and people who truthfully sign up that want to be a part of what we've got here and on your page as well. So we can show you how to put a form on your page. Many people ask, how do you get that form with your name and your email address? I don't even know how to do that. I tried to paste it. When I did it on my page, it came up with a bunch of HTML coding. Well, we need to show you, or we can help you do that, to put your code into the HTML so it will come up where you want it on the page. You don't want it way out here to the left or way to the right. You don't want somebody to come to your page and it's all jumbled up and it's out of order and it doesn't look right. You want things in order on your page. And so we'll help you place your form where you want it, where it's visible, so people can sign up for your offers. And I want to tell you about that today too. It's good to sell other people's stuff. We've talked about that. Deborah brought it up yesterday. And we will offer ebooks and suggest ebooks and products from other people. But you have a story and you have a product in you. And so as you can see on my page, I'm offering a free ebook on divine healing, chapter 1. And I can again show you how to do this. When you load that up, it's readable on iBook, it's readable on Amazon, it can be seen on your iPhone or on a tablet, and it all looks the same. Or your client can also load up a Kindle app on their computer or on their iPad and be able to view it that way too. So I've gone through this process of learning through the years how to coordinate ebooks to offer what you're writing, you see. So you are offering products coming from you as the marketer and also as the business person. So you need to be able to have some offers on that page eventually. If you don't have the offers, there's good ebooks that you can suggest, or even if it's one. We used to promote one, remember, Sam, Build Your 50,000 Lists Fast? And people said, oh, that's impossible to do. But if you read the book, it was a rebrandable ebook, it really made a lot of sense. And so people love that book. And what we would do is we would offer it at eMarketing Connections with Alpha Mailer, and they could download it absolutely free when they signed up on your mailing list. So, you know, you remember the list itself will be built by people who not only want to sign up with you, but to receive the free offer and then to get your tips and get your autoresponder messages repeated to them, and that's a way you keep in contact with your client. So we feel strongly about autoresponder systems as well being embedded into the page, and as you look around our page here, you'll see our sign up right above our live traffic feed here at marketingtelecenter.com. So another thing, and we're coming to our 30-minute mark here, but I want to go a little bit over today. I want you to make sure that you get an email that brands you. Now, I have Gmail, and that's good, but you can also get an email that goes right to your name, and you can have that forwarded to your Gmail. So you want your name there to where my name is stanjakowski@gmail.com, for instance. And the reason being is people identify with you as the person they're going to touch base with. All right? Now, you may have a company like I have Host Division, and I'm founder of MandateProject.tv and stanjakowski.com and etc. But they need to know about you so they can get to you if they have questions, not to just some big company, or it's just going to be lost in cyberspace, in an email or spam area in your box. But at the bottom of your email, you want to go into the signature area of Gmail and click on that signature part, signature tab, and create at the bottom on every email that goes out a best regards or sincerely yours or doing business or however you want to say it, comma, and then your name. Now mine reads like this: best regards, comma, Reverend Stan Jakowski / the Mandate Project, and then I have a hyperlink that you click on and it goes right over to my page. Underneath there it says equipping ministry, training leaders, and developing outreach. Now listen to me, this is under it again: equipping ministry, training leaders, developing outreach. So you have that underneath your name. And then also 217-474-9166. That's phone number 1. So, you know, you might have two numbers. You may have a cell and you may have an 800 number. Or you may have a cell and another number they want to call. You know, you don't want to have three numbers there. But back in the day, we used to have fax. Some will put their fax number on there. And then finally, very important, Skype. Stan FJ1. Stan FJ1. So it'll read like this: best regards, your name, with a hyperlink, and we can show you how to do this, where it clicks to where they can go right off of your email to your offer or your site or your blog. 3 points that are a part of your mission statement that's found underneath that, just 3. Doesn't have to be a big long line, but something that sticks out. Mission statement. Phone number, you see? And finally, Skype. You want to have a Skype. If you don't have Skype, get it. If you don't have Google Hangout, get it. If you don't have YouTube, get it. If you don't have a Twitter account, get it. If you don't have a Facebook account, get it. If you don't have a LinkedIn account, get one. You've got to brand yourself. And if you go to my page, all those are linked in, literally, to all those different areas. And there's more. There's FeedBurner. I mean, there's a submit tool that we can show you for free to submit your page. We'll go over to 1,000 search engines. Are you submitting your page to the free search engine optimization? You see? So I'm so glad you tuned in today. I'm kind of fired up about this. And, of course, I love just to get out and teach, and I've been blessed. You know, of course, I went to college, but, you know, all that I learned in college is fine and dandy with public speaking, and I've used it in ministry and pastoring and everything. But what it comes down to, are we helping one another together accomplish the goals that it takes to let our passions come out? You see, because when each person in the hierarchy system not just only in the domain now I'm talking about, in your domain name, but I also am going to mention, again, a system in which people or things are placed in a series of levels with different importance of status. Your web page and your business is only as successful as your hierarchy. And as we work together, friends, and each of us find our specialty, what we're the best at doing, and we blend together, we can be a powerful unit to go forth. And as Deborah, I keep saying, I was fired up from her message yesterday, what's $1 million? Same way with us, with millions. But so what? What are you going to keep at the end? It's not the gross, it's the net. You see? But the best part of it, like my dad always said, was 5 Dodge in Danville, Illinois were the building years. This is the fun part when we build together. The money will come. When you have the vision and you have the dream and you have the plan, the rest will come. You see, this is the fun part. And that's what we've got to learn. If it's not fun, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to turn it over to Sam with some closing remarks, and we went over just a little bit today, but that's okay. But you know, if what you're doing in life, my friend, becomes drudgery, and you hate to get up in the mornings, and you just can't stand what you're doing, it's time to get out of that and find out something that you want to do that's fun, that you have passion with and passion for, you see, and gratitude. Every morning I get up and I thank God. That's the first thing I do. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I think, oh my God, you know, don't we all do that? Oh, wow, you know, we got to brush our teeth, floss, splash our face, but you know, every day we get up, we put our clothes on, we pull our bootstraps up, and we say, thank God I'm alive. Who can I help today? Who can I encourage today? All right? So let's build this hierarchy. Let's get a plan together, 2015, and proceed forward. And let's begin to see what God has for each and every one of us. Right, Sam? Give us some closing remarks today before we close up today.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like the tech guy. I'm not much of a speaker like Deborah and Stan is, but I do the best I can, and I kind of get tongue-tied a little bit. But the hits that we had today was yesterday with Deborah broadcasting 315 visitors to the site, and today we've had almost 300. So being the tech guy, I like to keep people informed of stuff like that, and from all over the world, like Greece, France, Czech Republic, Canada, United States, Romania, just to name a few. And and also like to thank Deborah Barton Burden for bringing us on with the Great Directory business that we're getting into as well. You can visit botsadvertising.com or botsadvertising.com/directories, DICTORIES. And you can find out more about that there. And we're just excited about what she's done for us, and allowing me to, especially me and Stan too, to build a directory for our city, business directory. So it's going to be powerful and all connected with a social directory of Facebook. So we do urge you to contact us about that if you're interested. And also, you're visiting right now, we're on marketingtelecenter.com. We do host websites, and we interview, broadcast interviews, and do promote solo broadcasts. So, and also we can post an article on our blog for you, if you'd like for us to do that. And the code is free. You can see down below here, below this broadcast, that you can copy and paste that code. Once again, I mentioned that. and copy and paste it onto your website. We do like to say a little bit about IBO Toolbox. If you're not familiar with IBO Toolbox, we urge you to sign up for that as well, because that's a powerful way to get traffic, or you can get close connections. They got email system. They got it all. And you can also put this code on to your IBO profile site, and be broadcasting from your IBO profile where a lot of traffic goes. They have thousands of traffic every day that sees the wall. You can post on the wall and link it over to your IBO uh, profile as you speak, and then the visitors will come right in. So we have a lot to give, a lot to offer, and so we urge you to contact one of us, Stan or me, or Deborah, and see if you can move forward here in 2015. And also, I'd like to
Well,
mention,
great.
that where it all started was our vision to spread the gospel across the nations with the gospel of Jesus Christ at mandateproject.tv. Mandateproject.tv, Sunday morning at 8:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Central. Stan preaches the gospel of Jesus Christ to the nations, and we just invite you to come. That's 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central at mandateproject.tv. And thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you next week. Same time, same station. 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, right here at marketingtelecenter.com.